Congressman, good to see you. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Sean, it's good to be on. Thank you for asking me.
You bet. Of course. You're always welcome. Let me ask you, what was it that got you on board?
Well, it was never personal with me. It's not about personalities. It's about fixing a broken Washington, D.C. I think we can all agree that Washington, D.C. has been broken and been broken for a long time. So when we get fundamental, significant changes, institutional changes in the way Congress operates, then that's a win, not just for us as members, but it's a win for the American people. And that's what we were fighting for. And I wasn't going to give in until we got those changes. And I'm really excited that we got them. And so that's why I switched my vote, because, I'm okay with Kevin McCarthy being Speaker as long as we have the conservative guardrails in place that can keep the Speaker accountable to the American people. That's what's important.
Okay, so, sir, he needs some combination of those final six. He needs a couple of them to either vote present or some of them to get their votes. Of the final six, is it, you said it wasn't personal for you. Is it personal for them?
Well, I'm not sure. I cannot speak for them. You can see what some of the speeches were on the House floor, so I'll let you make your own judgment there. But I don't think it should be personal in any way, shape, or form. But I will tell you that, if some of them just don't want to vote for Kevin McCarthy, but yet they are willing to vote present, I think that gets him there, and that lets us get on with the business of the People's House.
So I asked this to your colleague, Kat Cammack. I don't understand. So many of these things that you guys got, at least the stuff that I've read, seems unbelievably common sense, right? It's good for, frankly, it's good for America. Why was it so hard?
Welcome to Congress, Sean. There's a lot of stuff in Congress that doesn't make sense. I'm a businessman. I come from a place that makes sense. And so I bring my experience as a businessman to Washington, D.C. and go, hey, this place is broken. This place needs to make sense. And so we're going to, we fought for those things that are just logical in my mind, like being able to read a bill 72 hours before it's actually, introduced on the floor. That would prevent someone, a speaker like Nancy Pelosi, from bringing an omnibus to the floor and gives us less than 24 hours to read a 4,000-page bill. That's just insanity, and that's why people think Washington is broken. Things like being able to, to have regular order, which means a bill has to go through a committee process so we all get to read it and debate it before it goes to the House floor. That's common sense.
So, and I agree with you. It's, as I said a moment ago, it's like Schoolhouse Rock. Is there any other provision in that list that you think the viewers should know about that you would want them to know, or the people back home in Georgia?
Oh, sure. There is. Like, for example, the fiscal year 24 budget, the next budget that we can actually work on, is now for discretionary. The discretionary part of that budget is capped at fiscal year 22 levels. That means that we're not going to be growing the budget. We're going to be cutting the budget. And that is so important because we need to be fiscally responsible. And then the appropriations, the part that actually appropriates the money, has to agree with the budget itself. That hasn't happened, Sean, in a long time. It's like they ignore a budget, but now they have to abide by a budget, and we have to have a budget. That is so important.
Okay. Well, Congressman, congratulations. Good job. Big win for the American people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.